Good
Oh,
after Good afternoon. I'm DM Stewart. I wanted to. We're doing a VOD review for Granola, who's also sitting here in the booth with me.
hello.
Uh, these are the Ninja Week flags. They're not the. This is not the actual async, but it is the Ninja Week flags. Um, So as such, there's no fighter, there's no black belt. The flags that you can see are down below. And so tell me why you chose why you chose Ninja Nun White Black.
So I figured that there was really no reason to double up on like three mages. It would have been a bit overkill. And I think I think the initial thing I was thinking was black mage only, so just two nuns and a black mage. But I've mulled it over and looked at the blur scenes I got a little closer, and I decided I might as well grab a white mage because they roll telemagic. And just
Yeah,
having like a guaranteed warp and exit is, stupid strong.
yeah,
Uh,
that's a good call. I would have taken the
other,
same. I would have taken the same party.
there was also some consideration for like the fact that like I didn't want to risk. There was also consideration for just solo white mage, well, ninja nun white mage, but I decided that it wasn't worth rolling duds on sweeping magic because like ninja doesn't start getting spell charges until like level 15. And I already tripped over that on a previous one a couple weeks back. I think it was that solo ninja seed posted in async.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a duckling seed.
Um. Yeah, it could be either one, but yeah, Solo Ninja or Knight don't get spells until level 15, and then look at it at or after promotion if promotion is after level 15. And once they get flat, they will get for the next four off. So for instance, if you promote at 18, you'll get a spell charge at 19, 21, 23, and 25. If you promote at 17, you'll also get 19, 21, 23, 25. If that makes sense.
It does, yeah. I didn't realize it was like odd levels only.
Yeah, that's the weirdness with the promotion classes. All right. So Macklin, you've got control. Thank you, Macklin, for restreaming and tracking. So you can start us up. So some of the things that I tell you may get a little esoteric. Oh, love seeing that life 2 at level 1.
Oh yeah.
2 at level 1.
We rolled really good on the first level.
2 at level 1.
We rolled really good on the first level.
2 at level 1.
We rolled really
Also,
good on the
really
first
good
level.
level.
Me too.
Yeah?
We rolled really
Also,
good on the
really
first
good
I
level.
might consider taking Brack there as well.
Oh yeah. Item shop. You
So
only need to.
it is slightly faster to walk out of Corneria and come back in to go to the end, and come back in to go to the end,
Oh.
and come back
Oh
in to
right.
go to the end,
Oh.
and come back
Oh
in.
right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Again, small optimization, but it is an optimization. I don't dislike that. I don't dislike checking these chests, especially when you find an opal Cheerio in it.
Um. Yeah, I realized like I forgot to save before going in.
Right.
You never know what Garland's gonna pull out.
That's true. All right, and a crystal. All right, and a crystal and a rock. All right, and a crystal. That makes the next play really obvious.
Yeah, I essentially just beeline straight for Mattia on the way to what's town 2 called?
Provoca.
Provoca, yes. That bit I got confused and almost went to the weapon and item shop again.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I've never done that. And bridge boss. I like that you got through. I like that you got through, and you're 2 minutes on the way to. So I'll make one thing for you to think about. Consider hitting Provoca first.
And getting Mattia on the backswing?
Yes. Because you know you're coming back, because unless you get a canoe, you know you're coming back this direction. And even if you get a canoe, you're probably still coming back this direction.
Yeah.
So let me give you another thing. You picked up that light axe.
Yep.
White Mage improved harm is on.
Okay, so I did think about that, but I wasn't sure if it would apply, how exactly it would work.
It's casting harm too.
So the White Mage can hold it and it'll still work.
Yes. Yes, so the White Mage holding a light axe is harm 2.
That was me, like, taking a split second to think to myself, wait, does Ninja get it if he casts it? And I kind of just decided it wasn't worth checking and just assumed no.
So the White Mage harm all is on.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, if I said I've never forgotten to hit Vicky, I would be lying.
Yeah.
What did you have in weapons there? Did you have enough you could have sold to get?
Yes. This I made the split-second call to just sell the light axe. To just nab the crown immediately, and it was just enough.
I mean, that's not an awful play.
There is, like, merit for, like, hey, how powerful is a light axe anyways, right? And I don't have the, like, weapon tier lists in my head solid yet.
The one benefit of the light axe, because it's harm 2, but it does not cost you a spell slot. It does not cost you a spell charge.
I had to stop myself from, like, buying any magic in those 2 magic shops because I was worried. Because you saw how close it was.
Yeah. The light axe will still cast harm 2. It'll only hurt undead enemies if it's being held by anyone other than a White Mage. The White Mage uses it with harm all. If the White Mage uses it when harm all is on, it counts just like the White Mage is casting harm 2. That's for the benefit of chat. But I don't dislike the play of selling it to get the crown.
Oh? Would you have preferred to just, like, double back for it later in the run?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see doubling back for it, especially once you get the ship.
Hold on. About the... Oh, how good is a light axe +6? Is that, like, endgame?
It's a solid weapon. Princess was Crystal. Princess and King were Crystal and Raw. It's a
just been
solid
hitting.
weapon. For me, I don't like using axes, especially because you have, especially because you know that that katana's in the incentive pool.
Yeah. There was also, I find a weapon later, so I find a really good weapon a little later, so I wasn't like too punished. But I can imagine that like selling that light axe could have bit me in the butt really badly.
And yes, warp it was cheap enough to buy warp on both the ninja and the black mage.
I kind of just figured I would catch that at the superstore later.
Yeah. And the reason I wouldn't sell the axe right away is actually more a matter of now I have a sweeper. Now, that's a ruby. Now I've got a sweeper on both my white mage and my black mage.
Oh. Yeah, I was debating checking the secret room here. And I pathed wrong.
Oh wait, you do have the ability to do it.
Yeah.
There's not going to be an incentive there. The time you take on this is probably not worth it. Although the Sun Plus 5 is not, the Sun Plus 5 is an excellent sword and will last you until you get that katana.
It basically did, yeah. That's like, if I had skipped checking that room, I basically would have been really badly punished for selling the light axe, I think. My menuing needs a lot of work, especially in the magic shops, because like the steps are a little convoluted.
It can be. I would be incredibly hypocritical to say no, your menuing is not good, because my menuing especially in magic shops is not great. Don't forget your hint giver here.
I think I forgot.
Yep. Not a whole lot of reason to check item shops anymore, unless you're specifically going in to buy, like, to stock potions.
Here I figured I had Opal, and that was enough to carry me. And then the other armor pieces were like too screaming good. Hold on, I've been looking at the Twitch bot. I should be looking at Mechlin stream directly.
Yes. Yes, there'll be a slight delay on the Twitch bot.
Here we go.
Yeah, menuing comes with experience.
This is me being like extremely confused on where I was going next. You can see the exact moment I realized, oh wait, Marsh Cave.
Yes, Marsh is the only choice right now. Marsh has to be something.
I would say I really do appreciate the faster movement speeds that the randomizer kind of gives you. It does make misses pretty common.
And that is and Mechlin makes a good point. That is a good hero run. That is a good hero run off of the reset, off the hard reset. Okay, a little bit more ideal movement in that room, use the middle door. Use the middle door, and you use the middle door. It's one lateral step off from. Yes, it's one lateral step off from being able to. Oh, that's the wrong eye. That's the wrong eye.
I still killed it.
Just run from this.
I didn't realize it was the wrong eye. I was like, this is right one, right? You can see how this fight goes. Definitely a mistake to take this one. Oop. I debated restarting, I decided I'd just thug it out. Wrong room, go one further.
See, if you're going to take one of the two trap tiles on this floor, you take this one. You fight this one, not the Phantom.
I should have committed to fighting that one instead of just going like run and magic. Because I wasted a spell charge.
Yeah, and here's where buying warp would be helpful.
Yeah, downed white mage. It's interesting that like this particular predicament is like the combination of two mistakes. Where if only one of them happened, I wouldn't be in this mess.
So again, use the tile in front of the door. Use the tile in front of the door. If you've got poison, yeah. Use the tile in front of the door because that's a free step. That doesn't advance your encounter table. And again, use the bottom row. Use the bottom row tiles to not advance your encounter table.
What's that about bottom row tiles?
So pause. Roll us back a little, Macklin.
Is it like tiles along the bottoms of rooms?
Pause it here. Pause it here. Let's. You ready? Pause it here. So, you see where the door is?
Yes.
The tile immediately in front of the door does not advance your encounter table.
Uh-huh.
So if you from where you are, if you walk up to left through the left around and straight up, not only will you have gotten the free step, you'll also be one step to the left of that center door.
Oh. Okay,
so
yeah.
that's a big movement optimization that you can do. And it's simple, you just need to muscle memory that. Makes sense?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And like I said, some of the things are going to be a bit esoteric, but like the free steps.
Honestly,
when we get up to the next floor, pause it here. Bottom row tiles. If you go down and then right here instead of right and then down, that's three steps where you're not advancing the encounter table.
Oh, I knew about the door one, but just straight up forgot it for this run. I did not know about the like bottom edges of rooms thing.
Yes. So when you hear commentators talk about free steps, that's what we're talking about.
Bottoms of rooms, in front of doors. I know about stepping in and out of rivers with the canoe.
Stepping in and out of rivers, also damage tiles.
And damage tiles.
So the damage tile, the lava tiles in Volcano and the ice tiles in Ice Cave, those don't advance the encounter table.
Yeah.
So you will see people. You will see people. You will see people maneuver themselves to to take as many of those damaged tiles as they can when they're going through volcano,
Mm-hmm.
because it's better to take the one damage than to get into a fight. Okay, we can move. We can go on. We can run it again. And let's see if you get an encounter right at the. Okay, it didn't. It ended up not mattering because you would have gotten the encounter you got there anyway. But that would have. But you could have ended up getting an encounter right there.
Right in front of the stairs?
Right in front of the stairs. And if it was a bad one, that would have felt real bad. So now we've got a ship.
Did I take this fight?
Looks like you do. And here again is where having that. Here again is where having that light axe would be helpful, because you've got sweepers on your white mage.
Okay.
Yes, Fiera Star in chat makes a good point. Just swing if you don't have a damaging sweeper. Even just punch. The time and the spell charges on heal 1 are not worth it. Heal
Correct.
1.
Slap turn in?
No, in fighting. When you're taking fights.
Oh, yeah.
The hint giver in this town is in the bottom right. It's that guy. Power bonk and ordeals. That's good to know. We're definitely going to do that.
I think I ended up skipping it. Yeah. Okay, thanks for your star. I see. I think I was just using heal there to, like, top off? I can't quite remember.
Okay, I don't remember if... I don't think it was on.
Titan's Trove is incentivized.
Okay, it is incentivized.
I just decided I'd just get it on the way back.
Okay, that's fair.
I think I sold Heal Helm.
Yes, Granola sold the Heal Helm. What was that off of?
Floater.
Okay, floater.
Early-ish floater, but no Canoe, so... You do need Canoe, right?
Luffy Dock is not, I don't think.
Alright, yeah. By default, you do need it.
Yeah, by default you would need it. Luffy Dock is not on.
Ruse Stick?
Ruse Stick's a good thing.
I didn't get much mileage out of it, to be honest.
It's situational. It's real situational.
I think I do get a couple casts off of it, but after a point I get Saber online on the ninja, so my first turn with them ends up just being Saber and then just swinging.
Good.
This is where the nightmare starts.
Oh, ouch. Well, so keep in mind with the way the ninja agility was cranked up on this, two casts of Ruse is max evade. Yeah, mummies. Okay, so optimization on this floor. Optimal is to go further down and take the next one.
Oh,
Go down there and across.
okay.
And again, optimize to...
It's really weird to think
Optimized.
that, like, blasting the bat
Yeah, optimize
would have
to
been
each
faster.
That's fewer steps.
Do you think the text box would like add more?
Well, it's not the time between the text box and the walking around. It's the risk of an encounter, especially with mummies being awful. It's the fewer encounters.
Oh, I see.
Because that text box is a heck of a lot less time than running from an encounter.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing wrong with checking that chest.
I figured it was right there. I might as well. Kinda spooky going down there without the white mage. Oh, this is the random post rod incentive.
Yes, random
trying to hunt for that.
Incentive.
Made the mistake of committing to fight this one.
Oh, with Sun +5, it's not awful. Okay, here's...
I made the mistake of hitting that
yeah.
trap tile.
Yeah, once again,
And
what we need to do is use those free steps.
and reset. Right, because right, Fiostar, because White Mage can't really run good, right?
Right. White Mage doesn't run good. See, there's really not a fight. There's really not a fight in Earth Cave that's really worth taking.
Yeah. It's like my enemy roster knowledge still isn't solid. So half of these are like, how good was this again at this point? That was the unfortunate combination of my bad menuing and getting a Cure 3 charge, but not realizing that I got it after my last save, I think.
Yeah.
Last in.
And yes, Fiorastar makes a good point. Mummy packs are decent XP, or at least they can be at the level where you are. But not with this script. With this script, just say no.
You know, now that you brought up the whole keeping the light axe around as an option, I'm seeing a lot of places where having a second sweep, even if it wasn't a big one, would have been really handy.
Yeah.
Do any of the harm spells, is it an element that's resisted by anything?
Wait, which harm? Harm will crit on undead and will not crit on non-undead with the white mage.
Oh, okay. I see. Non-elemental. I guess it's like a hard-coded exception
Yeah.
to just mess up undead. I see.
And we head back there. So again, let's use our knowledge of free square of free tiles. Yes.
Yeah, that 7 gold dud chest is like, I opened it and I immediately realized I screwed up.
I can see muscle memorying that. Okay, you have an ice armor. So now what you want to do, you want to equip that. Yes, exactly what you're doing.
The only question I had at the time was, who gets the opal bracelet? I passed it to
Lifecaster.
White Mage.
The
Yeah, that was
Lifecaster.
my first thought. Doubly so simply.
Okay, again, your optimal on this is the middle.
This one, I honestly just didn't remember what was in the bottom room, so I decided I might as well check. It's practice for future attempts, you know. I think that was a spike tile.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Once you've gotten that incentive, there's no reason to check any more chests in here.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Something that was brought up in the Friday VOD review. If you're going to check chests, you need to have an answer for what am I looking for. I'm not trying to dump on you or make you feel
No, I
bad.
get it.
Anytime you're about to open a chest, what am I looking for?
I suspect this only comes with experience, but as you learn, like, the drop tape, the chest, the list of what you can find in a chest alongside what you're being given, it gets easier to tell.
Because at this point, with an Ice +5 and an Opal Cheerio, there's nothing I'm looking for.
Oh, I still check like too many chests in this one too for you're a star.
Yeah.
If there's two things, I definitely wanna. Oh, you first. Sorry.
Because anything else I could get out of it, and the only other things that I can get out of chests are incentive items. The only other things I want that are in chests are incentive items. So at this point, I'm not checking anything. I'm not checking any chest that's not an incentive. Does that make
okay.
sense?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, there's two things I could use a lot of help, or at least just practice on. It's first is being more choosy with what chests I open. The second is being more choosy with what fights I take.
So you should watch me run the black belt tonight. You should watch me run black belt week tonight.
All right. I don't know if I'll be free to like catch the stream, but I could just watch the VOD.
You can watch the VOD.
Yeah.
And watch and look at how few chests I open.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
I will tell you that. Well, no, I will not. It will be in the. It'll be in the notes. It'll be in the notes on the Duckling Weekly seed. Because I kept track of how many chests I opened.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
Peed is a great fight for XP and money.
Peds? All right, noted. Not great peds.
Not great peds, just peds. We have in the community we sometimes refer to them as EXPs.
That's a good one.
And in fact, EXPs is the fun enemy name for them.
Ah. Yeah, Nacho is like stuck in my head, and I call them just that now.
Yes, nachos are also a pretty good XP fight. Great Peeds are decent, but when you get them, they can be super tanky, and I missed what was there.
It was the adamant.
Okay. They can be super tanky. Also, they can be... When you get them, there are so many other things that you have access to that are better.
In the original, like, in an original context, non-randomized, you fight Great Peeds before regular Peeds, right? Like, is that just... No?
No, you get the regular Peeds. You get the regular Peeds around Crescent Lake. Around the Crescent Lake volcano area.
Oh.
And the Great Peeds are up north. Or up north.
I see.
And potentially we do have lazy dwarves incoming. You know what we mean when we say lazy dwarves?
I do not know that one.
When either the adamant turn-in gives you the TNT, or the TNT turn-in gives you the adamant.
Yeah.
Lazy dwarves incoming. I get real hard about loot goblining, mainly because for a long time I had a big problem with loot goblining. I still do sometimes.
It's actually like, it's really weird how little you need to actually beat a run.
Yeah, if you get them early, if you have access to that early, that is actually those are actually pretty decent checks if you're checking chests.
I was like back in the inner sea, so I decided to just drop by and get the...
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that pro cape's a great find. That pro cape that pro cape will go on... Like, I'd put that pro cape on Black Mage right now, if it were me.
Wait till you see who I decide to put it on when I get around to it.
You put it on the ninja, don't you?
No, I put it on the Black Mage. Yeah.
And the reason I would put it on the Black Mage is that the White Mage already has a piece of armor. So if I can put that on the Black Mage, then now they both have a little bit more survivability.
Is it just be double checking like the relative strengths of the swords?
Sun plus 5 is better than anything you're going to find except katana, and you know the katana's plus 3.
Yeah,
but that is a good. But you aren't as familiar as a lot of the veterans, so that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad check. I'm not gonna say you shouldn't.
Yeah. I think the ones I do know are that, like, you know, Xcal and Masabune are like top of the line. Katana's right hot on the heels.
Right. So I'm gonna give you a routing thing here. Since we have the canoe, we do have the floater, but we're sailing out from the inner sea. We're sailing out from the inner sea to get to the floater. If we're going to do ordeals, which we don't have to in this case, but if we were going to do ordeals, go to ordeals right then.
Yeah.
Go to Ordeals right then, dock at the river.
That river dock's super convenient.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's little routing things. A lot of times it's the small routing things that make the difference between a mid-pack finish and a top 2 or 3 finish in a bigger race.
Okay.
And
we even bother?
A lot of those routing things come with experience.
Experience and thinking to actually check if the routes are better, right. Yeah. A lot of them are not intuitive.
Well, and a lot of the knowing those particular routings comes from being able to do comes from
Thank you, my
comes
friend.
from knowing what's good and what are the best ways to get places and what are the worst. And yes, good job with the warp trick.
I forgot. So I had a mishap a little earlier where I forgot to save going into ice, warped out to drop a save, and now I didn't have any charges left to just pop exit and bounce.
Yeah.
You can see me like,
and that's another reason that you should buy warp. You should just buy warp when you see it at level 2.
You can see me like start to go for that bottom room and just give up and leave.
Yes, good. That's the right play. That's the right call. So, me personally, I would fly up to Provoca from there to res your party.
Yeah, I think I just go to Gaia because I got the bottle.
Oh, Gaia. That's the one that hurts. That's the worst. That is the
worst
clinic to go to.
Oh, I learned how bad it felt to do this
that
here.
That is the painful clinic.
No.
Crescent Lake. If Franklin makes the point, Crescent Lake is the valid. Crescent Lake is also an excellent choice there because it's very close and the clinic is easy to get to, and you can loop around to get to Gaia.
I should have gone to Onrak first.
Oh, that feels bad, but we're really not looking at nuke, so that feels
I think I was
too.
Yeah, I was looking for haste, checking these magic shops. And that's me getting bit in the butt because right, not promoted.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, you have the tail, you can go promote, but...
Yeah, I should have, like...
About the only thing that feels worse than having to go to the clinic in Gaia is having to go to the inn in Onrak.
I used the inn there a couple times.
And yes, Fellison makes the point that with the scaling here, okay, I don't know why you're going here. You have neither the chime nor the cube.
Yeah, I only realized after I got to the front door. I took this fine because it's like, oh right, red ankylos are good for XP, right?
No, they're not. They're not. They're awful.
Oh, they're gold only. I think I got it backwards.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Neither of the ankylos are worth taking. This
Yeah, I
food
got
is
it.
decent to take. Steak is decent to take.
Yeah, that was me realizing my mistake.
Yeah, they're super thick, they hit hard, and they're not worth the XP per time that you get, the XP for the time you have to take to deal with them is just bad.
Oh. I'm still mad about that, like, not going to on-rack first. This is like a lot of wasted time. Which one is the sandwich?
Sandworm.
Oh. But yeah, it's like double back for haste, bad clinic. It's like all the reasons that was a bad play just keep stacking up. Here I drop the house, waterfall first.
Yes, if you're going to do on-rack continent, do waterfall first.
Are mud golems good XP?
Mud golems are okay. Ghasties are good XP.
That one I do know.
The in the vanilla game, the four Ghasty that you get in Topher actually underflows.
Oh my goodness.
Actually can underflow. Or I'm sorry, not in vanilla. In if you have with the XP scaling, with the XP scaling in the randomizer, it can underflow the XP. That's how good XP Ghasties are.
Oh wait, I have. Wow, while we're talking about Ghasties, what elements are they weak to?
That I don't remember.
Okay. So it is ice. I did actually check if it's better to tap the weakness or to just cast Thunder 3 there.
Because generally by the time I'm seeing Ghasties, I'm either running from everything because I don't need the fights, or or they're weak to sword.
I mean, everything's weak to sword.
Okay, see, I would have just immediately when I saw that that was in the when I saw that the robot was in the doorway, I would have just talked to him, exit.
Yeah, I still took the time to check out the chests.
And I'll ask again, what are you looking for?
I don't even know.
Yeah, what would you find that would make you say, yes, that was worth checking?
Better armor? Honestly, also just more weapon offerings, but I didn't realize that the sun was basically the top of the pile.
Yeah, the sun is... Well, now you do.
Yeah.
Now you know that you're going to keep that sun, and legitimately you probably don't even need to grab the katana.
No katana?
Sun plus 5. You have sun plus 5.
I guess so.
Sun plus 5 is enough. But you'll learn with experience. You get to learn with experience what's enough. Yeah, that Sun plus 5 is a lot of crit.
Yeah, I was like thinking, is it the bonus crit? Because like,
oh yeah, that's right. Random locked is on.
You could see me like just stop the thing and like pull up the website to double check.
No, that's I generally run seeds with the incentives tab up, so that I know exactly what is incentive and where the incentive is, where the incentives are.
So I did actually take the time to like write down all the incentives and all items and locations. The sticking point here was, wait, which chests exactly are counted in random locked?
So,
especially with Mermaid Prison turned on.
With Mermaid Prison turned on, everything on Mermaid Floor and this chest in the sea. Or this chest in the Crescent Moon. I don't dislike taking this fight. This is a lot of XP. This fight's a good bit of XP.
Is that because of the eyes or the Great Shark?
Both. But Big Eye,
okay.
Especially the Big Eye. So that friendly chest has nothing.
Yeah. Probably would have been better to just do the Mermaid Floor first.
Usually, yes. This not worth taking. This fight not worth taking under any circumstances.
Is this me pulling up the wiki again?
Nope, no words.
Yeah, I just skipped on waters and airs.
Yeah, waters and airs not worth taking. Really, any of the elementals. Yes, Macklin makes a good point. TFC is a way to gamble. The TFC is a way to gamble if you're feeling behind.
Why is it called the TFC chest?
That not safe for work word starting with F. Chest.
Oh. Okay, yeah, you know what? It earned the name.
Because it's out in the middle of nothing. It's a long walk to get to. It's just bad.
And that's like, you do Mermaid Prison random locked, you go through every chest up here, and then it's like, it's none of them. So then you gotta walk all the way back down.
Mm-hmm.
Random locked means it can be literally any chest on this floor, right?
Correct. Yes, there's also Earth TFC.
Earth what?
Yeah, it's on the vampire floor. It's the one that you have to go it's the one you have to go all the way around to get. Okay, you've got your chime. Yes. One thing. You should house outside of. Yeah, what you do is you house outside of Onrak. It's much faster.
Yeah. I am glad that it's like, yeah, getting the save in was the right call.
Yes, getting the save in and also getting all of the spell charges back.
Yeah.
So again, pause it, roll it back. Macklin, pause it and roll it back, please. Okay. keep run it forward. So we're going to show. I'm going to show you another spot. But yes, if you're good on spell charges, 2 warps from Mermaid Floor will put you at the fork. And
I didn't. I still don't have warp on the ninja and black mage, right?
Pause it here.
That door up there?
See that door? That's a free step.
Yep.
That's a free step.
They add up.
They add up. Especially in C, because there's several free steps on this side. There's about 5 or 6 or so free steps on this side. Okay, you can roll it again. There's 5 or 6 free steps on this side that you can use. And if you happen to get an encounter, there's one on this floor. See that door? You use it. You got it this time. You got that one.
These 2 were completely unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary. You just go straight, and there again. You can just go
straight
up,
down and
right,
across.
up, right, straight down. Minimizes your number of steps. Okay.
So I'll be real. My route. Oh, you first.
Okay. Straight up. You immediately turn. You get the free step here. You can check a free chest if you want to greet it, but there's a free step on that door.
Oh yeah, Franklin. Like, my Sea Shrine routing is in shambles.
Oh god, everyone's is. Everyone's is unless you've taken a lot of time to learn Sea Shrine routing. Everyone's Sea Shrine routing is bad. This fight, not worth taking.
Why did I dive in here? I don't even know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I was probably like banking on like some ribbons or something because they don't have any yet.
Oh, rub hurts. Use the bottom. Use the bottom floor. Use the bottom of that. It's actually a fewer steps to go around, but it's not awful. So again, on that one, you turn immediately when you get past. Yeah, use your bottom. Use your bottom on that room. It's
so me. This is actually me.
And turn immediately there, and you get those 2 free. You get that extra free step.
Okay. There's more of those free spots than you'd think.
There absolutely are.
No haste. Going to Gaia first continues to bite me in the butt.
Well, you don't really need it.
Really?
You don't really need fast. With the way that the sun is just better. With the way that the scaling is, haste isn't going to. I mean, it's going to help, but haste is not going to be necessary. Now, scaling you're going to see tonight. Fast is a really good idea.
Oh, because Ninja just gets... Right. So this fight was a doozy.
Oh, and not just with fast Macwin, but with slow too, or with slow as well.
Like,
That slow
he,
is killer.
he fasts himself.
By the way, this is why you take Brack.
Oh?
Yeah, that's why you take Brack, and you want to be early for that. Why you take Brack, you want to be early. You want to be early, because I saw one of the early levels.
It was in like the first shop. The first or second shop.
Brack needs to kill them. Brack needs to go Brack.
DM, Stewart, your mic's doing the webcam thing again.
Oh, sorry. It's because I stepped away. It's because I stepped back into my kitchen.
Oh.
Brack will insta kill Kraken.
That's good to know. Is it like good odds?
It's not awful. Not awful on Kraken 1. Kraken 2
right.
not as good. But Kraken 1, yeah, about one chance in 4. Same for Tia. Same for Tia.
1 in 4 is real good.
Sorry, I needed to start my oven.
Alright, fair.
I mentioned bread. I mentioned earlier bread.
Bread.
So what I do on that, because I like the encounters that I get on the land here better than the encounters I get on the lake, is that I will go across the top of the lake and go and just do stair steps at the edge, at the corners.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. That way I get my free steps. That way I'll get both of my free steps and not have to worry about getting lake encounters, which especially on the north side are not good.
You can see me talk to that first guy like, so I did slap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got ribbon here.
Yeah, I have looped myself more than once in the same seed.
I should have grabbed that Dia 4 when I was at Provoca. Like, I'm noticing that, like, I would have saved even Dia 2 from Elfland, because I could have saved myself a lot of grief if I had the extra sweeping.
Okay, I can see picking up wall. It's not a huge thing. It's not huge. It's not gonna be huge. But really, I'm not looking at white magic here. You've got your white magic. What you're looking for is black. What you need is to get some of those black magic.
After this, I decided I'll just beeline the end game because I had Saber, I had Fast. Wait, oh, I still have to double back to Gaia to get Fast because it's not in here, is it?
Right.
But yeah, I get that ribbon, I do the time place, Sky Palace, and then I just grab haste, and I just beeline to ending. I just ignored ordeals.
And that's fair.
Oh, right. I didn't have enough budget after going for the
Yeah,
crown
you
early
didn't have.
game.
Yeah, when you got crown, you didn't have the money. You didn't have the budget. Which, fine. I would have made the point to go back for it. And yes, Fellison makes a good point. Always save as soon as you get back out to the overworld.
Always.
Don't take the risk.
Alright,
When you've gotten something major, save as soon as you get to the overworld. Don't take the risk. Okay, you went too far there. That's learning how long you need to go.
I made that same mistake during Fighter Week. But it was actually even worse because I went all the way to the left until I saw like the mountains on the side.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just gonna make it a point to go up a little first before I start going left.
And that's reasonable. I just run from this. Dragons are iffy. Yeah, slip of the reset button could end a run too.
My current setup is keyboard. My reset button is bound to like Control R. I haven't made it like a single button yet.
Okay. I play on an SNES type pad.
Okay.
I play on an SNES type pad, and the SNES Y button is my B. The SNES B button is my A. And the X and A button are soft and hard reset, respectively. So if I slip a little, I've just hard reset instead of confirming.
Ooh.
So again, loot goblining. Just remind yourself, what am I looking for? I mean, it's fair to say you're looking for another ribbon, because it'd be nice to find another ribbon. I don't hate getting the katana here. It's probably not necessary, although use your free steps. Go into the room, go right instead of up.
I'll need to actually like calculate and directly compare what a +3 katana versus a +5 sun actually looks like. It's probably very close.
I don't dislike left up. I go right up, but I don't dislike left up.
It's super easy to lose your train of thought and lose count of how far you've gone.
The reason I go right up is that it's one fewer step in when you're going right, and it leaves you holding up when you hit the teleporter, so that you're already holding up for the bridge.
Huh.
I don't hate taking the R Hydras. You've probably got plenty of levels at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't hate taking the four hydrants. That is a lot of XP.
What are these fiend fights?
So this one, Bane and Brack will work on. Also
Okay.
at about that 25-26%. Okay, so Fellison, yes, it is the same step count because the down is in the same place on the is in this. I'm taking an extra step on the first right. However, Yes, it's the same step count, but I have muscle memoried. I have right, up muscle memoried. That was pretty straightforward fight. Save right away.
Honestly, like, yeah, if I had like gotten ambushed, I might have just given up.
There's nothing else you need. Just go to volcano. Just go to volcano.
Yeah, I'm beelining volcano.
Okay, so pause it, Macklin. Pause it on the. So yes, you always want to park there.
Oh, is that where it spits you out?
Yes, because that's where it spits you out when you beat Carrie.
Oh, I've always parked at like the top side for the easier entrance.
You always park at the bottom. You always park bottom left because that's where it will spit you out. Okay, good. Not awful. That's the routing I usually take. Good. Excellent. It's a couple fewer steps if you go all the way down.
Okay.
But again, that's just a couple. Nope. Okay, this is a floor you just have to learn.
Yeah. I have it
routing.
mostly.
Good routing here. Again, you missed one, but big deal. Excellent routing. Slightly better. Okay, a slightly better routing on this floor to go up is to go up and across to the right. Because there's only one step until you get onto the lava tiles. And then go straight right.
Oh, I see. Do you mean straight left?
Or yeah, straight left.
Okay.
You knew what I meant. Because going the diagonal, you're adding more steps.
Okay. Yeah, go straight left to that big lava pool and then just follow it down.
Exactly.
And you'd have to worry about like trying the staircase.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't hate using heal there. I'm more of a just slam heal pots, but I'm also not that great of a racer, so. Good job on carry.
Yeah,
And
carry's
see,
like
that's why that right there is why you park. That right there is why you make sure you park the right spot.
That was me, wrong castle.
It happens.
And here's the final run.
Yep. And it's mid-Topher.
I just brain farted there for a second.
It happens. Okay, now let's see how you do on the, and yes, good use of the house right there. Right where you did. Oh, this. Oh, these guys with the stun. That just feels bad. Okay, that's a valid choice. Oh, okay. Pause it. Pause it and roll it back a little. Yeah, roll back to there. So, no, so if you go from that staircase, if you go straight up to where you bonk, you get both free steps.
Yeah.
And Fellison makes a point. Given how close you were to the entrance, you could have reset the moment you got stunned.
I was actually like counting the seconds just now to see if actually like resetting would have been faster. It it felt pretty close, but I wasn't sure.
And if you do that, you soft reset. So you don't then get that encounter again at the same place.
I don't think I hard reset on the way in.
Okay, Lich 2. Lich 2 is 500 health.
It's that low?
Yeah. Yeah.
What on earth?
Lich 2 base. Lich 2 base is 500 health. So you can just take Lich 2 and you can just carry 2 is 700 base health. So we actually talked about this on the Power Hour this week. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Huh?
Lich 1 is 400 base. Lich 2 is 500. Carry 1 is 600 base. Carry 2 is 700. Kraken 1 is 800 base. Kraken 2 900.
Mm-hmm.
And Tia 1 1000 and 1100.
I got slowed again in that carry fight, I think.
Yeah, you did. But you know what? You should be glad to see that. You should be glad to see that from carry 2. You know why?
Nuke?
Because it takes you out. Okay, Mechlin is showing you the optimal routing here.
Oh, down through there. And taking the right side instead?
Yes, take the right side instead.
Okay.
Don't worry. That's one I've had to get used to on mid Topher as well. Because you're using the correct routing for long Topher.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. I think it's this fight that got really close.
Yeah, probably, because Kraken 2 does Kraken 2 things. Because Kraken 2 likes to punch real hard. Yet your routing's not bad. I don't want you to think that I'm saying the routing that you use there is bad.
Yeah, it's not optimal, but it's still decent. I think here I was just like getting blue balled on crits.
Yeah, it happens. Yes, there's only one slow 2, and seeing it on carry 2, seeing it on carry 2 or Lich 2 means you're not going to see it on Kraken 2, Tia 2 Chaos.
Okay, yeah. I read Fellison's comment, and I just started thinking about like Chaos with slow 2, and that's probably as nightmarish as it gets.
That's vanilla. Vanilla Chaos has slow 2.
Alright, this is the fight that got really close. Ninja nearly got like single tapped right off the gate. And I did forget that.
This is why I'm not a fan. This is why I'm not a huge fan of the Ninja. Incidentally. Yeah, slow 2 into Cure 4. Vanilla Chaos is a very well designed final boss. It's one of the things in the vanilla game that is well designed and actually works as intended. Heal up and heal up immediately after Tia 2. Yeah, you heal up immediately after Tia 2. I have been knocked out of Winter Tournament by not healing up immediately after Tia 2.
Yeah, this is like... This is me doing like a final equipment check. You never know.
Mechlin, it was Sparkle Pack. Yes, this was a practice seed with 201 flags. Yeah, it was Sparkle Pack. Sorry, when we talk about Sparkle Pack, it's the Whizvamp Zombie D pack.
Oh yeah, Vaughn. The only reason this isn't the actual seed is because I flipped on tournament safe ROM and didn't realize.
Didn't realize that they put tournament safe ROM on.
Both forgetting that I put it on and not realizing that flicking it on like affects the RNG.
Oops.
Whoops, indeed. Was putting wall up on everyone like
It's
a good
not
idea?
It's not an awful play. That's not an awful play. It's not necessary on anyone that has a ribbon.
Yeah.
Because it does the same thing as the ribbon. And there we go.
Yeah.
That's a solid run. It's a solid run. You made mostly good choices. The biggest thing I've got for you is to tighten up step routing.
Yeah.
And less loot goblining.
Less loot goblining, better step routing. And a little thing, and I think the biggest time waste that happened was going to Gaia instead of going to OnRack first. Because that was kind of like started like a little chain of like lost time.
Yeah. I see 78 chests opened. I'd like to see more like 50.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you did 10 soft resets and no hard resets. So you had no encounter manipulating. So yes.
The vibes for encounter manipulating felt off in the moment.
You had a great hero run off the hard reset. You had a great long run.
Huh. I need to like. I guess it's more like a. I don't know what counts as a good. I guess hero run is what you call it when you do a hard reset and try to do a dive off that.
It's when you have a long run. It's when you have a long stretch of the encounter table where you have no. Where you have
yeah, like
no.
a single.
We have no
solid
encounters.
block.
Yeah, a big block where you have no encounters. That's a hero run. You will probably see me do a lot of encounter manip. Yes. Sub 120 this early into learning the rando is really solid.
Yeah, I'll be making sure to do that more often, Franklin. I did not make it a point to do it, and That was stress I didn't need just before doing the VOD review.
Hey, we've all done it. Anyone that says they've never done it is either lying to you or was new before they put the tournament save flag or tournament save ROM option in.
Okay. I will say, Felicin, that before I started like running and submitting times, I did spend like I did go through the entire set of VODs for the last year's Duckling Boot Camp. They were just good watching.
Oh, they absolutely are. Because it's always people trying to, because that's the whole point of the VOD review is we want to help people get better. We want to help make people the best they can be.
Is this the part where we just start wrapping up?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun. I don't know if I'll be competing in the Duck Derby, but at the very least, I want to stick around and keep running whatever seeds are posted in the async channels.
Awesome.
I shared this stream around with some friends, and one of them DM'd me earlier, just said that you have the same accent as Lockpicking Lawyer. So make of that what you will.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I don't think I have an accent at all.
Default still counts as having an accent.
But I also know I'm probably generic Midwest.
What else? Yeah, I'll keep the stuff you mentioned in mind about like
the
step routing, loot goblining.
And I
Probably
get
a little more.
I get hard on loot goblining because I still catch myself loot goblining.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like you don't realize how much time you lose on loot goblining until you like watch back the VOD,
Yeah.
right? It can sneak up on you. All the more reason to like be very conscious about doing it.
Very much so.
Anything else? During that like chaos fight and a couple other places, I was having my white mage throw out attacks instead of just waiting. Usually for like
chip damage.
So it is okay?
Yeah.
I was under the impression that
it absolutely is. If the white mage doesn't have if your white mage or your black mage doesn't have anything else more useful to do, throwing out chip damage helps.
Oh,
especially on higher scalings. Damage is damage. I've seen chaos go down to the last hit being a chip damage spell.
Yeah. I think one of the big fights earlier, was a chip damage finish.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of like, at what point is the chip damage so little that you might as well just hit wait?
There is no point because damage is damage. Unless you're using up spell slots that you're going to need before you have a chance to restore them.
Okay. Extra 50 damage. That's a good point, Franklin.
Now, for anyone in the for anyone watching this, don't forget tonight at 9 o'clock FFR time, we will be having the class 102, which is our last melee carry flag set, which is the black belt, which I will be your guest runner for.
I have not done a single black belt thing yet. I am not looking forward to learning.
Black belt is so easy to it can be so easy to learn because you just have to learn level breaks. You don't have to worry about any kind of sword, any kind of weapons or armor. You just have to learn where your number of hit breaks are.
I would
And the
honestly
best
also
places to
add that
grind.
that
And
one.
the best grinds.
That's the
Yes.
one.
Yes. Black belt really teaches ignoring chests. If you're in a black belt seed and you've opened more than 10 chests, you're probably wrong.
Including or excluding incentives?
Including.
Ooh.
If
So
you're
it's more
opening,
like what?
yeah, if
4
you're
extra
opening
chests?
if you're opening double digit numbers of chests, you're probably losing in a black belt seed.
Sheesh.
Yes, you'll have no good melee pre-grind, but post-grind you're going to see ridiculous numbers.
Oh, I definitely know how crazy black belt scales.
But that's all I've got. Unless you've got something else. I
I
hope
don't think
I
I've
hope
got
we were
anything.
helpful. I hope I was helpful.
Very helpful. Thank you.
And yes,
Um,
Franklin in the chat makes a good point. Without the balance changes in FFR, black belt is king. The black belt is the king of the melee.
oh yeah. Who would have thought the mystical Excalibur Amasabune can't complete to punch good?
Yeah. Well, it's not punch good; it's punch lots.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Of a black belt without a plus hit blessing, without a plus hit percent blessing, will get up to 10 punches.
Ooh. Okay.
So yeah, and a pseudo ribbon at level 47. Yeah, 100. It's a really nice crit rate at level 50 and pseudo ribbon at 47
Oh right, because of the
because the
magic
MDEF.
defense growth. Um, actually, I do have a question. I guess the questions
Yes.
for Black Belt can be saved for the event.
What was
But
that?
yeah,
Okay,
uh,
yeah, you can save it for tonight.
all right. I guess that's that. I got nothing. Pickup
Um,
race. Oh, he's. I see.
so I'm gonna pop off.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone for watching.